The Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation will heal and transform the world through the Love, Peace, Harmony song and calligraphy healing field. Join us now to experience the power for yourself. Hear uplifting stories from messengers and ambassadors all around the world. Be inspired by individuals and organizations sharing love, peace, harmony in their own unique ways. Be empowered to be the change. Let's create a world of love, peace, and harmony. Hello, everybody from all around the world, and welcome to Love, Peace, Harmony Live. We are so grateful to have each and every single one of you here, whether you are joining us live or on the recording. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And please share with us in the comments, where are you joining us from, and what in your life would you like to bring more love, peace, harmony to? And it may not even be in your personal life. It could be just somewhere in the world you would like to share more loving, peaceful, and harmonious vibrations. And whichever way it is, we welcome you, and we are so grateful to have you here. And as you saw in the intro, in this show, we connect with people all around the world who are sharing love, peace, and harmony in their own unique ways. And today we have Lydia Maes on the show today. We are so excited to have her here because she is a Love, Peace, Harmony ambassador from British Columbia, who has been sharing love, peace, and harmony in her community. And during the pandemic, she has created a whole new way to bring this healing and transformation to her community in a local long-term care facility, an assisted living facility. Now, many of us around the world, we may know people in these facilities, we may have loved ones, or we just may be in a community where they are there. As we know, each and every single one of us, if we are lucky, will one day be a senior, and we may one day need support, assistance. And some people may not have a family structure. They may not have all of the support. So it is so important that we hold each other as a community, that we take care of every single one, all abilities, all ages, all community members, all of humanity, all of the animals, the plants, and more. So we are, of course, focusing today on the senior home and assisted living service that Lydia has been offering. And we're also going to learn more about her journey with love, peace, and harmony and how it's impacted her life. And it may also inspire you in ways that you can serve the world, that you can support your community. Because every single moment matters, every single action, every single step. Nothing is too small or too big. So we are now going to show a video of the impact that Lydia's service has been having on this community. So she's connecting with Paul, who works, I believe he's one of the managers at this facility, and he's sharing with her a little bit about the feedback from the residents and the experiences and the transformation that has been having through her sharing love, peace, and harmony with them. So welcome, everyone. I see AP is with us. Welcome. And so we are now going to throw to this video of this experience at this center.
It's so great to see you. Hey, Paul, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what you noticed happens for the residents when we come in and sing.
I see that quite a lot of them actually interact with you in a very positive way. It really brings a bright spot to their day. And even though it's only once a week, I've noticed that after a few weeks, they already know the words and they sing along with you. So it's really great for memory retention and the social aspect, especially during COVID-19. For a lot of time, people have been locked away, and so human interaction through peace, love, and harmony has been greatly appreciated by everybody. You've touched a lot of lives here at the Waverly.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's
You're
great.
welcome.
This experience was so beautiful to hear. I hope you're able to hear that. And yeah, wow, it's just so amazing to hear, about the memory retention, about the peace and the calm, about the residents really feeling these frequencies, these vibrations. And we're so excited to now welcome on Lydia. She's going to share with us a little bit about her journey with love, peace, and harmony, and within this community as well. So let us now welcome on Lydia. Hello, Lydia. Welcome.
Hi, Alexis. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me today.
We are so happy to have you here, and we're so grateful for you for everything you have been doing to share love, peace, and harmony. And, we would love to hear a little bit about you personally before we even get into this story, which we just saw, which was so inspiring. But how is it, in your life that you have been impacted by love, peace, and harmony, or how love, peace, and harmony has impacted, different areas of your life?
Sure, yeah, I would love to share that. I was introduced to the song over 10 years ago, and it was just such a simple song, 4 lines, but so powerful. And I started to see the impact of this song on those around me when I played it. I started to play it in my office. I was a general manager of a construction company living in Saskatoon at the time, and I was playing the song in my office, and the workers would come in and sit down and want to stay. They would sit in the, in the lobby, because that's where my office was, and they would stay and they would say, "It's just so peaceful and calm here in your office. We just love the feeling in your office." And it's because I had Love, Peace, and Harmony playing, pretty much silently in the office. That really kind of made me go, wow, this song is really a powerful song. And another experience that I had was I had a friend who had I think 8 siblings, and they were having regular family meetings to discuss the care of their mother, who was in a long-term care facility, funnily enough. And the meetings would get very argumentative, and a lot of arguing, and couldn't come to agreement about what kind of care she should get and that kind of thing. And then her mother passed away, and she had to have the final sibling meeting to discuss the whole estate and that kind of a thing. And she was really beside herself, going, this is going to be the worst meeting that we've had to date, right? And so I said to her, take Love, Peace, and Harmony. I suggested that she take Love, Peace, and Harmony with her and play it silently on her little player. She had a little player with her at the time, and play that in the room, and just notice if it would make a difference in this family meeting. And it was just incredible. It was like almost a miracle. She came back and said, I can't believe it, but the meeting was the complete opposite. There was no arguing. Everybody got along. Everybody agreed. She said, I was just blown away at what a difference it made compared to the experience they were having prior to that. So those are two stories and 2 experiences that I had that just made me want to really spread love, peace, and harmony as much as I could.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing those powerful stories and so practical ways that we can use the song in our daily life, playing it in our office, radiating out those frequencies. As you're saying that, I'm envisioning, these contractors, it's hard, really hard work. There's a lot of activity, and then just having this peace, that balance, and, having those discussions, of course, with family, and being able to bring harmony to that, which is is just extraordinary to hear that that was able to happen. So it really is inspiring, and it's so cool that you've also taken this song and the way that it's impacted your life and brought it out into your loved ones, your friends, your workplace, and also in your community. So, you have taken this song out into the community and actually use it as a tool for healing and transformation to empower people, so that they can feel more peace in their life. So what is it that kind of inspired you to do the great service, to offer a Love, Peace, Harmony group in a local long-term care and assisted living home?
Well, to back up just a minute, I was in Saskatoon for 7 years, and I had a weekly group where we got together and sang Love, Peace, and Harmony every week for about 6 years. And then I moved to British Columbia a couple of years ago. And so I wanted to find a way, of course, to start up again with Love, Peace, and Harmony, to be able to spread and share the song with others. And there was already a big community here in Vancouver of Love, Peace, and Harmony singers. We call ourselves the Love, Peace, and Harmony Choir, and they were going into a long-term care facility here at the British Columbia University. It's part of the British Columbia University, and so that really inspired me to find a Love, Peace, a long-term care facility in my area, because I'm about an hour away from Vancouver, so it's difficult to go in during the week and join them, although I did a couple of times to have that experience, especially at Christmas time. We actually went and sang Love, Peace, and Harmony and sang Christmas carols to them, which was such a heart-touching experience. So I reached out to a few of the long-term care facilities here where I am. I'm in the Fraser Valley area and of British Columbia, and found one about 20 minutes from me that was open to, I went in and had an interview and explained to her what Love, Peace, and Harmony was, and what I wanted to do, come in and sing with the residents, and she was all for it. And so that was kind of at the beginning of 2020. And so to go into a long-term care facility, you have to have a criminal background check. You have to have a tuberculosis shot. You have to you have to go through their protocol, and also volunteer training. So I did all of that, and I was supposed to start coming in person in April, and the pandemic hit in March. So I wasn't able to go in, and I was I was disappointed, because I was really excited about being able to share the song with them, and to be able to really to do volunteer work, right? Because my heart's desire to do volunteer work, and this was going to be a big part of my volunteer work here. Now that I was in British Columbia, so no one was allowed to come in. And what was really kind of heartbreaking was they had 52 volunteers when I took the volunteer training, and they were down to 0 during the pandemic. They couldn't have any volunteers coming in because they weren't essential workers. So this facility has about, I want to say, 150 to 200 residents. And so to have no volunteers, no social activities, was really quite an impact on them. Like we're locked away in our home, right, during the pandemic, but we can, we have more freedom. We're healthy, first of all. We can do things, connect with people, go for walks. These people were just locked inside the building, basically, without any kind of activity. So the community in Vancouver again found a way to serve the long-term care facility there at the British Columbia University. And so I basically took that idea, which was to take Zoom into a laptop with one of the residents, one of the workers within the facility, to connect with them via Zoom and be able to sing through the computer. And so that's what we did. And it took a while for them to get a laptop, because most of the facilities aren't that technologically savvy, for lack of a better word. So they had to figure that out. They had to get permission. There was a few hoops to jump through, but we were all set to be able to do Zoom with the facility that's near me. It's called the Waverly, and they had not a COVID outbreak, but a scare of a COVID outbreak. Somebody came in that had COVID, and so they didn't know, if it got spread through the facility or not. So they went on total lockdown. Now, this is like just before, a month before Christmas. They're in total lockdown. We were supposed to start December 1st, and the residents were basically locked in their rooms. They weren't allowed to come out of their rooms at all, and they were explaining to me that their meals were brought into them, and when the workers brought their meals into them, they had to be fully suited and gowned when they went into their rooms. And I was just envisioning this going, wow, like we don't even know what lockdown means, outside of, and you've heard, I know we've all heard so much about the long-term care facilities and how much they were impacted by the pandemic, and they were hit the hardest, really. So of course they were the most cautious as well, right? So that's why this protocol was put into place. So they were going to be locked down until the new year. They were actually going to be locked down for the whole month of December. And I was just heartbroken for them, because like they weren't even going to be able to have Christmas. Like, they're going to have Christmas in their room, And so we decided, the community of Love, Peace, and Harmony singers here in Vancouver, I can't take all the credit for this myself. There's a big community here that serves with Love, Peace, and Harmony, volunteers with Love, Peace, and Harmony. We started to meet weekly and sing for them ourselves. So we just got together on Zoom ourselves, and we sang Love, Peace, and Harmony to all the residents at the Waverly facility. And we did that every week, just like we were going to meet with them in person at the same time that we were scheduled to and everything. We just got together and sang. And we did that every day every week for like 3 weeks. And the greatest news came that they were released from lockdown the day before Christmas. And that was just, wow. That was the best news, that they got out before Christmas, because that was, and we wrote Christmas cards to every one of the residents and brought them to the facility before Christmas, so that they at least had a Christmas card. So that was another service that we did. And we said, I wrote all the cards myself, pretty much, me and my husband. This is Lydia from the Love, Peace, and Harmony Choir, and we're going to come and start singing to you. This is the song, and we're looking so forward to being able to sing and share the Love, Peace, and Harmony song with you. And so we sent all those Christmas cards to them as well. And then that's another way that you can serve at a long-term care facility. And then they got out before Christmas, so it was just so great.
Wow. Amazing. So you have been now, serving this community. And, first, I really want to honor you and appreciate you and the whole, Vancouver community of Love, Peace, Harmony singers for the service you've been doing, because you're also inspiring us, because, no matter what happens, we can pivot. We can find a way. We can support one another. And you paint such a very true picture. I remember my grandmother is in a long-term care home, and I remember when they were in lockdown, and it was hard. Like, my heart was breaking open, thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many people around the world. I mean, we could go into a whole, but just even focusing on the long-term care residents that are experiencing this right now, like you said, where, you're just in the room all day, every day, and what the impact that has on our mental, emotional, physical health and beyond. So for you to have found a way to still, along with the team and along with the team at this home, bring the Love, Peace, Harmony frequency and vibration, the message, is such a huge service. And I really want to honor you and the whole team for that as well. And it really is inspiring also a simple template, a simple way that people watching, if we know a long-term care home in our environment, in our community, or even not in our community because it's virtual. It could be anywhere that we might have a connection or make a connection with someone. So what would you share, with people around the world who may have their heart open and they hear this and they're inspired and they want to serve and they want to do something like this? What would you share with them?
I would say connect with the recreational director of your local long-term care facility, because that's the person that you need to work with to put something in place. And it was so simple. Just they take a laptop. They can even do it from an iPhone, right? They can even use an iPhone, but an iPhone's just got a smaller screen. However, we actually did that with Paul when we first started. He would call me on his iPhone, and then I forget how it worked, but he would call me. Oh yeah, he would call me on the iPhone, and then I would show the Love, Peace, and Harmony screen, the Zoom screen of the Love, Peace, and Harmony choir. And that's how we started doing it until he got his own laptop there. We actually started with an iPhone. It was pretty incredible. But then it's simple, because with Zoom, as you know, you can really only have one person speaking or singing at a time. Otherwise, you kind of drowned each other out, and it's not in sync depending on their internet speed wherever they are. So what we did was we would take turns. There was like 5 or 6 of us that would be regularly there, and we would take turns. So the first person would sing, and Paul would take the laptop to the resident, and we would sing directly to that resident one-on-one. And of course, you got to learn their names and ask them how they were doing, and chat with them a little bit and visit with them, because they weren't getting any visitors. So it was like a little social time for them as well, which is what Paul mentioned, that they were locked away. So the social interaction was so important. And the residents were just amazed at, like, where is this person coming from? they're live in front of me, like there was that kind of a connection that we had to make for some of the older folks. It was kind of fun. And we would tell them where we were, and we were from all over, like Vancouver and West Vancouver and North Vancouver. And we even had a lady coming from Saskatchewan singing with us, because like you said, you can sing from anywhere, right? So we had quite a group. And even more interesting was some of them had musical instruments. So Catherine had a ukulele, and she would sing Love, Peace, and Harmony with the ukulele when it was her turn. And Nori had a piano, so she would sing Love, Peace, and Harmony with a piano accompaniment. And Maureen had a drum. So we were having like a whole choir going on, even though it was one-on-one with the person. They were really getting entertained, and all the love that we could give them through Love, Peace, and Harmony. So it was really easy, and it was so much fun, and it was so heart-touching. It was just so heart-touching to see what impact that it had on these folks, and I've been saying, in a way, I know this sounds kind of funny, but in a way, the pandemic was a blessing for me, because it really gave me a way to be able to go out there and volunteer and spread love, peace, and harmony that I don't know I would have been able to do. I would have been going to the facility, of course, but it just kind of like opened up, it just opened up, being able to reach out to everyone anywhere through Zoom, through technology, right? Which we really weren't doing to the degree that we are now. So that was just, yeah, it was a blessing to be able to do it.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing in such great detail, the process that you have been through, so that people, anyone watching, really just even hearing Lydia share, there's such clear steps of how we can do this in our communities. And even if it's an hour a week of our day, an hour every 2 weeks or more, we can do that. We can dedicate it, and we can share this message. And what an uplifting message that would be to receive something like that for anyone, really. I was just envisioning this beautiful Zoom with everyone, with the instruments and the singing, and of course the frequency and vibration, as many of us know. And if you haven't heard it yet, definitely download the app so that you can experience it yourself. But the song has such a healing frequency and vibration. And when we share this message, when we share this song, we were really transforming the information, energy, and matter to positive information, energy, and matter in our field, and in the field of the home, or in the field of the one that we're connecting to. So it is very powerful tool for healing and for transformation, and it's fun and it's joyful. So we can bring that joy in that fun into communities and into the lives of others, just like Lydia. So I really want to thank you, Lydia, for sharing this with us today, for being with us, for sharing your journey of using love, peace, and harmony to serve. And also want to invite you, if you have any kind of final words for anybody watching about love, peace, and harmony, or about service, or anything else at all that you would like to share with everyone.
Well, I just want to say thank you for having me, Alexa, and thank you for letting me share this story. I want to thank the Love, Peace, and Harmony singers from the Vancouver area, because I certainly couldn't have done this by myself. They were so consistent there every week. And I mean, we looked forward to it. It was just such a beautiful hour that we spent. And I would just say, find a way to spread love, peace, and harmony to those that need it. The frequency and the vibration just raises everything to. I'm all about quantum physics, so the positive frequency and vibration, right? I love that, and that's what love, peace, and harmony does. And it's so simple. It's such a simple way. We were also, how can we get out and help people and do volunteer work and serve to make others healthier and happier during this pandemic? And there's just so many ways to do it. You just have to find that way, just it's funny, it'll show up. You just have to pay attention. It's probably right in front of you. So take advantage of technology and listen to the messages that you're getting. The universe will tell you how you can serve, how you can make others healthier and happier. And it's such a joy. Thank you so much, Alexia, for having me.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Lydia, for being with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. And yes, so we want to thank everyone for being with us today. We want to thank Lydia for sharing this incredible story, this inspiring story with all of us. And we want to welcome you to reflect on what it is in your life. Where do you feel that you could share the song of love, peace, and harmony, the message of love, peace, and harmony? I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together in love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. So we would love to hear from you how you're serving with love, peace, harmony in the world. We welcome you to download the app. And of course, we welcome you to donate. Please donate, lovepeaceharmony.org/donate. Nothing is too small or too big. We welcome your donations. I believe we're about $7,000 away from our Plant a Million donation goal for this year, which is many trees on Mother Earth. So we're planting, almost 300,000 trees on Mother Earth and counting. So I know $1 is 10 trees. And you can also just make a general donation to the foundation, which covers costs to support a lot of volunteer efforts around the world with special MP3 players and calligraphy cards and calligraphy field representatives like myself, or like our show producer Anji, or like our guest Lydia, who have this beautiful calligraphy field and serve communities with it around the world. So your support is supporting us to help others. So we welcome it and we thank you for it. And we wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, filled with love, peace, and harmony. Please be sure to join us again next week for a very special show with this very special guest. It's always so inspiring. My heart is so open, just connecting with beautiful community members who are doing great work to share love, peace, and harmony around the world. So we welcome you to join us. And until then, we will see you all very soon. Bye for now, everybody.